Hello, I am D. Balnarasimha, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Government Degree College, Ramanapet. Today, in this video lecture, I will discuss introduction of chemical kinetics, okay, and what are the types of reactions based on the speed or rate of the reaction, and definition of rate of reaction, and reaction rate constant, rate law, what is rate law, what is order of reaction, what is molecularity of the reaction, and differences between order and molecularity of the reaction. Okay, these are the things which I am going to discuss in this video lecture. Okay, so introduction of chemical kinetics. Here, chemical kinetics is a section of physical chemistry which deals with the rate of reactions and the stepwise path, that is mechanism followed by a chemical reaction. This branch helps in the determination of rate of reactions and the various factors which alter the rate. Chemical kinetics has importance in industrial chemistry, where the rates of reactions are greatly affected by the slight change in the conditions applied. How to get the maximum yield of the product depends upon definite temperature, pressure, concentration ratio of the reactants. Not only in chemistry, it is important in biology and medicine because health represents a balance between a large number of simultaneous independent reactions, and in case of illness, the rates of biologically important reactions show abnormal change. This branch is also significant interest in the study of reactions taking place in the atmosphere, that is, reactions which lead to the formation and removal of pollutants, and also those reactions that tend to destroy ozone layer. Also, oxygen requiring reactions of metabolism are studied which accelerate during fever. So, these are the applications of and the significance of chemical kinetics. So, chemical kinetics is a very important topic in physical chemistry. Okay, this is the branch of chemistry called chemical kinetics is concerned with the rate of chemical reactions. What is rate? Rate is nothing but, in simple words, in a layman term, it is speed of the reaction. Okay, chemical kinetics deals with how rapidly reactants are consumed and products are formed. How rapidly? Okay, with these data, chemical kinetics, how rapidly the reactants are converted into products. Okay, with data we can understand the mechanism of reactions. Okay, so sorry. So one reason for studying the rates of reaction is the practical importance of being able to predict how quickly a reaction mixture approaches equilibrium. Okay, the rate might depend on variables under our control such as pressure, the temperature, and the presence of a catalyst, and we might be able to optimize it by the appropriate choice of conditions. By choosing favorable conditions, we can enhance the rate of the reaction. Okay, like if we add a catalyst to a reaction, it may increase the rate of the reaction. So by choosing a suitable solvent, okay, we can enhance the rate of the reaction. Okay, such type of providing favorable conditions, we can enhance the rate of the reaction. Okay, another reason is that the study of reaction rates leads to an understanding of the mechanism of a reaction. Its analysis into a sequence of elementary steps. So the main reason is that the study of reaction rates leads to an understanding of mechanism of a reaction. Its analysis into a sequence of elementary steps. So with the help of these rates of reactions, by understanding these rates of reactions, we can understand the mechanism of a reaction. Okay, the mechanism of a reaction. So here types of reaction. Sorry, it is based on the types of reactions. The reactions are classified into mainly three types based on their speed of the rate of the reaction, speed of the reaction. How much time does it take to complete the reaction? So these are instantaneous reactions, very slow reactions, and moderate reactions. So it is observed that the chemical reactions proceed at different rates. Rate here means speed. Okay. In general, it is speed. Okay. In general, there are three types of reactions. Instantaneous reactions, that means they take within no time. The reaction completes within no time. Such reactions takes place at once. These are called ionic reactions. Many majority, all of the ionic reactions are instantaneous reactions. If we dissolve sodium chloride in water, it is also instantaneous process. It is instantaneous reaction. Here I am taking the example of barium chloride, reaction between barium chloride and sulfuric acid. It forms barium sulfate solid and hydrogen chloride, okay, liquid. So it is ionic reaction. Okay, it doesn't take much time or no time. Within no time it completes the reaction. The reaction is completed. That's why it is called as instantaneous reaction. Okay, and very slow reaction. It is well known example that is rusting of iron. Okay, such reactions take a long time for completion. Rusting of iron. Okay, in daily our daily life also we can observe rusting of iron. It takes much huge time for completion. In general words, we cannot estimate the completion of the reaction for rusting of iron. So here it is very difficult to determine the speed of the two types of reactions, which are either very slow or very fast. So rusting of iron is a very slow reaction, and ionization reactions are very fast reactions. So it is nearly impossible to identify, to determine the speed of these reactions. So we are less concerned, especially in regarding with chemical kinetics. We are not concerned about these two types of reactions. Okay, here moderate reactions. So these reactions neither proceed instantaneously nor very slowly. Hydrolysis of ethyl acetate, dissociation of hydrogen peroxide. So hydrolysis of ethyl acetate in the presence of acid. Okay, it forms acetic acid and ethyl alcohol. Okay, it is one of the example for moderate reaction. We can determine the rate of this reaction. Okay, sorry, and dissociation of hydrogen peroxide. Okay, these are the reactions which are rates of these reactions can be measurable, can be measured. Okay, these are molecular reactions. Okay, so there are three types of reaction based on their rates of speed of the reaction, that is instantaneous reaction, and very slow reactions and moderate reactions. Next, very important term and basic term. Okay, very important concept in chemical kinetics is rate of reaction. Rate, nothing but in simple words, speed. How can we calculate the rate of a reaction? Okay, if you take the example of a car, how can you calculate the speed of a car with which it is moving? So the distance it traveled by time, within how much of time it has traveled this distance. So we can calculate in this way the speed of the car. In the same way, the rate of the reaction can be calculated here in terms of reactants or in terms of products. So here reactants are converted into product. Okay, reactant, here I am taking A as reactant, B is product. Okay, reactant is being converted into product. So the rate with which the, okay, I should not mention the word rate, the with the passage of time, the amount of the percentage of change of reactant or the percentage of change of product is called as rate of the reaction. Okay, so the quantity of a reactant species consumed, because reactants are being converted into products, so it should be consumed. Okay, the quantity of a reactant species consumed or the quantity of a product species formed in unit time. Okay, the quantity of product species is being formed in unit time in a chemical reaction is called the rate of the reaction. Okay, in simple words, the time taken by the reactants to be converted into products, okay, or disappearance of the percentage of disappearance of the reactants for a period of time, or percentage of the appearance or formation of the products over a period of time is called as rate of the reaction. Okay, so the rate of reaction regarding with reactants, amount of A consumed, that is reactant consumed by time taken. Rate of reaction can be expressed with respect to products also. Amount of product produced, amount of B produced by time. Okay, it can be represented as below. Rate of reaction is equal to minus delta A by delta T. Delta means change. Here this bracket shows concentration of A or B. Okay, change in concentration of A or change in concentration of B. Here change in concentration of A over a period of time, change in time. Why I am mentioning here writing minus here? Here minus indicates the disappearance, okay, or decreasing concentration of reactants. Okay, and here plus delta B by delta T. Here plus indicates increase in concentration of the products or increase in the amount of the products. So if reaction proceeds from A to B, so in that process A is consumed and B is produced. So B is the concentration or amount of the B is increasing and concentration of A is decreasing. So decreasing is indicated by minus sign and increasing is indicated by positive sign. Okay, where delta A is initial and final concentrations and delta T is equal to T2 minus T1. For every mole of A that reacts, 1 mole of B is formed. Here 1 mole. Okay, right, 1 mole of reactant, 1 mole of product. It is also can be explained. It can be explained from with this graph also. With the help of this graph, I am taking here time. I am plotting the graph concentration versus time. Here this shows decreasing trend. Okay, this shows decreasing trend. For a period of time, the concentration of reactants are decreasing, and over a period of time, concentration of products are increasing. Concentration of products is increasing. So with this graph, we simply say that concentration of reactants is decreasing, concentration of products is increasing. Okay, this is about rate of the reaction. Rate of the reaction is change of concentration of reactants by time taken, change of concentration of products by time taken. In case of reactants, we are indicating it with minus sign because the amount of the reactants are decreasing, or concentration of the reactants is decreasing, and when we express the rate in terms of products, we should assign it a positive sign, okay, which indicates the concentration of the products is increasing. The concentration of the products is increasing. Okay, right. Here I am taking one example, right. Acetic acid, okay, esterification of acetic acid, the reaction between acetic acid and alcohol, methyl alcohol, it forms methyl acetate, okay, in the presence of acid, okay, right. Here what are the reactants? Here reactants are acetic acid and methyl alcohol, okay, and what is the product here? Methyl acetate is the product. So rate of the reaction can be expressed like this. Rate of reaction is called amount of acetic acid consumed or by time taken. With regard to with respect to products, the rate of the reaction can be expressed like this. Rate of reaction is called amount of methyl acetate formed by time taken. Okay, we can take in terms of we can write in terms of rate of the reaction methyl acetate, amount of methyl alcohol is consumed by time taken, okay. So this is about rate of the reaction. Already we have discussed about this significance of negative sign. As the sorry, as the reaction proceeds, the molar concentration of reactant decreases. So reactant's concentration is decreased, it decreases. Thus the change in concentration of A will have a negative value, right. But the rate of reaction is positive quantity. Hence to get positive rate, put a negative sign in the rate expression. So it's simple way, when we express rate of a reaction in terms of reactants, we should assign negative sign, okay. When we express the rate of reaction in terms of products, we should assign it positive sign. That's all. That is about significance of the sign, okay. So mathematical expression for rates of reactions, okay. Here I am taking one general example, a reaction. Here small a indicates number of moles small of A and small b indicates number of moles of B, C number of moles of C, D number of moles of D. Rate of reaction, it is very important one. So if there are no coefficients, the number of moles is 1, then simply we can write rate of the rate of the reaction is equal to minus dA by dt or delta A by delta D minus dB by dt, okay, is equal to, with respect to products we assign positive sign, dC by dt, okay. In this way we write equation with respect to every reactant or every product, okay, in the reaction. Whereas in case of if there are some number of moles, different number of moles in the equation, okay, how can we express the rate of the equation, rate of the reaction, rate of the reaction. So just we write these concentration number of moles in the denominator, okay, in the denominator. Here A, so I am writing it in denominator, B denominator, C denominator, D denominator, okay. So rate of reaction can be expressed in terms of A only, in terms of B, in terms of C, in terms of D. C and D are products, C and B are reactants. So units of rate of reaction. So rate is equal to concentration, disappearance or appearance of concentration by T. If I take C in, that is concentration in mole per liter, if time in seconds, so then the rate units of the rate of the reaction is mole per liter per second. If So what he is saying here, when concentration is in moles per liter and time is in seconds, then rate of the reaction is expressed in units mole per liter per second. For gaseous reaction, the molar concentrations are expressed in terms of partial pressures. In terms of partial pressures, the units of reaction are reaction rate will be atmosphere per second. Okay, for gaseous reactions, the rate of reaction is atmosphere per seconds. Okay, some few examples, right? How we express the rate of the reaction. How should we express the rate of the reaction? Here A gives rise to B. Here the product is the number of products formed is the number of moles of products formed is 2. So how can we express the rate of the reaction? R is equal to with respect to reactants minus dA by dt. There are no coefficient, simply there are no number of moles, there is only one number of mole. So what about this product? It is 2b, it is 2b, so 1 by 2. We should write it in denominator, okay, not in numerator. So whereas in case of dissociation of nitrogen pentoxide N2O5, the rate of the reaction is equal to minus 1 by 2, okay, 1 by 2, okay, d of N2O5 by dt is equal to 1 by 4, 1 by 4 d of NO2 by dt. Whereas in case of oxygen it is 1 mole, so dO2 by dt. Okay, so here it is there is a general equation. Here it is general equation, right? So V1, V2, V3, V4 should come as denominators in the rate of the equation. Okay, this is about mathematical expression of rate of equation for different reactions. Okay, and so I am taking some examples to calculate rate of the reaction. Okay, or here a few examples, solved examples based on rate of the reaction. So example 1, given the reaction in water, chlorine 2 iodide ion and 2 Cl minus plus I2, this is the reaction. So what we have to do, the initial concentration of iodide ion was 0.62 mole per liter. The initial concentration, reactants, okay, here one of the reactant, iodide is one of the reactant. So iodide concentration was 0.62 mole per liter and concentration after 12 minutes was 0.56 moles per liter. Okay, initial concentration means at T is equal to 0, right? After 12 minutes, okay, it is 0.56. So simply we can calculate delta T, that is 12 minus 0, and delta I, that is 0.56 minus 0.62. Okay, so what we have to do, calculate the rate of disappearance of I minus and the rate of appearance of iodine. Okay, calculate the rate of disappearance, that is rate of the reaction with respect to I minus, and the rate of appearance of iodine. Okay, that is the rate of the reaction. So here he has given in the data delta I, that is 0.56 at 12 minutes, 0.62 at 0 minutes, that is initial concentration. So that is delta I minus 0.06 moles per liter and delta T is 12 minutes. So rate of disappearance of I minus is equal to minus delta I minus by delta T is equal to minus of minus 0.06 we know delta I value, we know delta T value. Okay, it is rate of disappearance of I minus. Okay, already we have discussed about this one. So by looking at this equation, we can write a rate of this equation with respect to chlorine minus dCl2 by dt is equal to minus 1 by 2 di minus by dt. Sorry, minus di by dt. So here rate of disappearance R is equal to minus 1 by 2 di by dt. I am using this here, this relation here. Okay, this expression here. I am using this expression. Okay, so the rate of disappearance of I minus is 0.005 moles per liter per minute inverse. Okay, then what we have to calculate? Rate of appearance of iodine. So rate of appearance of iodine, here rate of appearance of iodine is equal to 1 by 2 into rate of appearance of I minus. Okay, 1 by 2 into rate of disappearance of I minus. Sorry, it is disappearance of minus. How it is, how this relation can be derived? Okay, why he has written this one here? So by simply looking at this equation, we can write, I am only writing with respect to these only, minus di by I minus by dt. Sorry, rate of the equation reaction is equal to R minus 1 by 2 di by dt. Okay, I minus by dt. Okay, because the two should be written in the denominator only, and with respect to this I2 plus di2 by dt. Okay, so di is disappearance of I minus. Okay, we calculated this one. So di2 by dt is appearance of iodine. So appearance of iodine is equal to, okay, appearance of iodine is equal to 1 by 2 of disappearance of iodide ion. Okay, appearance of iodine is equal to disappearance of sorry, rate of disappearance of iodide ion by 2. Okay, that's why this is the relation. So we have calculated this one, rate of disappearance of iodide ion. So then by dividing it by it with 2 gives our solution. Okay, so in this way we can use the rate of the reaction to calculate these rates or concentrations of a reaction, concentration of reactants or products with the help of the rate of the reaction. Okay, and second example is, in a reaction in the reaction ammonia and oxygen gives rise to nitric oxide and water. The rate of formation of NO is, here the rate of formation of NO is 3.6 into 10 to the power minus 3 moles per liters per second. This is rate of the equation. Okay, find the rate of disappearance of oxygen. Okay, it is rate of the formation of NO is this one, and find the rate of disappearance of oxygen. So we should write the relationship between these two with the help of the rate expression. Okay, so rate expression, okay, he has written here. Here rate is equal to, with respect to what is it, disappearance of oxygen, you can write this 5 should come as denominator, okay, minus 1 by 5, minus, why we are writing minus here, it is reactant, oxygen is reactant, so nitric oxide is product, okay. This is the relation between oxygen and nitric oxide, okay. So he has given this one, right? So we have to calculate this one, disappearance of oxygen, rate of disappearance. He has given rate of appearance of nitric oxide. This is rate of appearance of nitric oxide. We have to calculate rate of disappearance of oxygen. So simply we just move this to right side of the equation, okay. Then we get this equation. Just the rate of appearance of nitric oxide he has given in the data, in the problem itself. So just I am writing that value. So we get the value of rate of disappearance of oxygen, okay. And rate of, and another example, solved example, rate of decomposition of NH3 on platinum surface is of 0 order. What are rate of production if N2 and H2 of K so it is a little bit advanced problem. So the rate of decomposition of ammonia can be, the equation should be, it is the equation of rate decomposition of ammonia, okay, and it is saying that it is 0 order. For 0 order reactions, I will discuss about it in the later video. Rate of the reaction is called rate constant. What is rate constant, I will discuss later. So rate of the reaction is equal to rate constant. So right here the rate equation, okay, the rate of the equation can be expressed like this, okay, minus 1 by 2 dNH3 by dt dN2 by dt is equal to 1 by 3 dH2 by dt, sorry. So we can express the rate of the equation like this. So he has given this value, okay, sorry, right. So what are the rate of production if N2 and H2 is of, right, rate of production of N2 and H2 of K is equal to this one. So what are the rate of production, okay, we have to right, we have to calculate rate of appearance of nitrogen, rate of appearance of hydrogen, okay, right. So for the 0 order reaction, the it is a reactant, so it should be expressed in terms of reactant only. So rate of the reaction is equal to dNH3 by dt is equal to K is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 moles per second, or molarity per second. Here rate is equal to K. So rate dNH3 by dt is equal to K, 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 molarity per second. Then the rate of appearance of dN2 by dt is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 2.5 into, because there is no there is only 1 mole of N2 is formed. So whereas in case of hydrogen there are 3 moles of H2 is formed, that's why it is 3 into 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 molarity per second. So This is the rate of appearance of hydrogen. This is the rate of appearance of nitrogen. He has asked us the rate of production, that is appearance of nitrogen and hydrogen. He has given rate. Here nothing but he has given the rate of the reaction. The rate of the reaction. Okay. So simply from this equation, okay, we can write this one only, okay, is equal to R. R nothing but K here for zero order reactions. So simply by simply writing this one equal to K, okay, R is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4. You can calculate the rate of the appearance of N2, rate of appearance of H2. So for calculating rate of appearance of H2, we have to move this 3 to right side. So with this I am concluding this lecture. I will explain the remaining things like rate law, what is rate law, what is order of reaction, what is molecularity of the reaction, all these things in the next video lecture. Okay. Thank you.